Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, November 5th. It is election day. It was a daylight savings like a couple of days ago. I actually hate daylight savings with a passion. It's taken a toll on me, you guys. I hate daylight savings. It literally messes up everything. Messes up my sleep, my mood, etc., etc., etc. So, you know. Were they gonna end daylight savings a couple years ago? They're gonna vote on it, and then that got stopped. They couldn't even agree on that. What happened on that? I actually want to Google that. Yo, good morning, Dalal. Yes, I got my glasses on for election day. Let's see here. The Sunshine Protection Act of 2023 was introduced by Marco Rubio in March. And nothing happened. They said this was going to make daylight savings time permanent one. Nothing happened. Introduced. Amazing. We love the government. Nope, they did nothing about that. They couldn't even do that. So, yeah, today's election day. I encourage everyone to go vote. Here we have the weekly. See on NQ, we did reach a weekly volume imbalance. We've paused there quite a bit. Just gyrated there. And then here, we have, yes, did reach these weekly lows into this FEG. See, did it hit it? Stopped right before the lowest one. Interesting. The daily's been these tiny candles. Makes sense. We're consolidating before, the election. Someone said it's dumping to all-time lows at open. That is, man, quite though. That's pretty much the epitome of YouTube live chat, I would say. So honestly, I would want this low resistance liquidity run on the 4-hour to get hit on NQ. Eventually, that's my draw on liquidity. We have 10 a.m. news, high impact. Okay. 10 a.m. high impact news here. Is this your first time? My first time trading election? No. I started trading June 2020. So I did trade during the 2020 election in November 2020. I'm tape reading today. Rap Connect is always here to tell me happy birthday. I'm not a November baby, I'm an April baby. What time is New York opening time in New York? I'm in Nigeria. It's in 7 minutes. Will I push a button today? Nah. I want to watch. Most likely I would not, but I do want to watch. You like reached up into this 4-hour. Rejected. We could likely reach up into here again. This isn't really the best environment to be trading in. Oops. Let's see here. We should do a mock election on my stream. We should put a poll up. The only thing is, like 25% of the audience is US citizens. So, it'll be interesting. Open in about 5 minutes. Gotta change my profile picture, actually. So, let's see. We refresh the page, will it show? Yeah. Cool. Woo. Do I trade before 9:30 open? No. Someone says like leave politics out of the chat. It's like impossible for YouTube chat to do that. Plus, it's like election day. Hey. Yeah, I got my election glasses. You actually see, these are actually just like magnetic frames I got a while ago. These are just my normal glasses, but this is like magnetic. Woo! But this is what we gotta do. I bought like blue light glasses. I'm definitely gonna be wearing them once I get them. Like, it is likely to just consolidate. I don't know. We'll see. Bum bum bum. Ba-dum. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to get open in 2 minutes. So it looks like 84% of you guys have never traded an election before. So it's going to be fun for you guys, I guess. I would expect like more volatility after the election. I don't know about today. It could be today too. Let's see here. Someone said, yeah, I hate daylight savings time. Someone said 24% increase in heart attacks after hour loss and 21% decrease after hour gained. Interesting. Yeah, I did not sleep well last night. See, what's my sleep score? Like, I feel like I was up the entire night. Yeah, my sleep score is a 47. I slept for 5 hours. Ugh, awful. All right, here's the open. Okay, gone for pre-market highs. ES. Lagging. Just come back up into this 4 hour in the middle of it, whatever it wants to do. Did we pause at CE yesterday or what? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's just took out pre-market highs. It's yesterday's high on the daily? No, it's not. What was the range yesterday? From high to low? 235 points. I don't have a bias for today. Let's ask the chat. Thank you, Zawe. Zawe. I record my trades and your voice in the background is perfect. #1 day trading ASMR channel on YouTube. Okay, what's your bias and put it up? Bullish, bearish, or sideways? Have I voted yet? No, I'm going to do so after the stream. Definitely everybody should go vote. Otherwise, you're a bad shareholder of the company, right? You want to go vote for the... No, it is, yeah, I just took that off. It is now, it's 15% off for Milestone. The 25% off was until the end of October. We have PMI today at 10, yeah. I honestly, yeah. If I were to trade today, I would wait until after 10. The gambler's world. Election results are not today, question mark. We're gonna have to see. I'm pretty sure they're typically done by midnight. Depends on how much of a landslide it is. It's funny, people think their vote matters. That's funny. GC, I mean, you might as well go anyway. Don't you ever talk about my bias again? Huh? Let's see here. Yeah. You guys, do you like my new profile picture? Vote for 100k subs for Tanya. Word. Just a hypothetical, but if you disclose who you voted for, do you think you'll lose listeners? People are so offended these days if you don't agree with them. I don't know. I don't think people would stop listening to me. I don't think so. Like, most people are... I think that's kind of weak of you, if you do. Like, honestly, though, I would say it's so sus that all these celebrities are coming out now and saying that they're, like, gonna vote for, vote blue. Their votes are, like, those endorsements are all paid for, bro. It's crazy. Like, are you gonna... Are you gonna stop liking a celebrity entirely if they don't like vote the same as you? I don't know. Some people would, so I don't know. But I would just say, wait, should I disclose, you guys? Should I disclose who I'm voting for? I will say, listen, my dad is definitely voting for Trump. My little sister is definitely voting blue. I am definitely moderate in between them. So who am I gonna vote for? What do you guys think? I'm a traitor and I'm oh man, you guys, I've just booked my 4th flight to Florida this year just now, actually. Which is so funny. I'm gonna say, like, New York, I'm telling you, it's gone way too left. It's crazy. Like, I was an RA in college and it was radical. Just all my like coworkers and like what they expected you to do and stuff was just crazy. And if you're moderate, like they look at you like you're the devil. It's insane. They're more exclusive than inclusive. Yeah. Exactly. In New York, your vote really don't count. It's gonna be fucking blue. But there's local elections too, and you might as well count it for the popular vote, right? Doesn't matter. In Florida, maybe you should move to Florida. In Florida, your vote matters more, I think. If ICT becomes president, then we GG all. Let's do a poll in the chat. Actually, yeah, let's do it. Even though literally 75% of you guys definitely cannot vote. Let's see. Live stream elections. Cast your vote. Someone said there's no voter ID check so we can vote. Word, bro. In some states there isn't. No one convinced me to vote for anybody. I don't vote down the line in any type of thing. Election. Do your research. Yo, Donald Trump, 79%. That's amazing. That's so far 409. I love that, honestly. Here we are streaming election day. We put up a live stream election. Cast your vote. Donald Trump winning by a landslide so far. Here we are. That is so funny. Honestly, it makes sense. We're traitors, bro. Like, why? Like, come on. If any of my friends are watching this, by the way, like, they're gonna eviscerate me. They're gonna eviscerate me. I'm gonna put this on my Instagram story. This is low-key funny as hell. Here we are streaming election day. We put up a live stream election. Cast your vote. Donald Trump winning by a landslide so far. Yo, the comments are so funny in this. It says like ICT is a conspiracy theorist. I mean, yeah, have you heard any of his Twitter spaces? My dad is a conspiracy theorist too. Anytime like ICT would go be like, if you have anxiety, like turn off the thing because we're turn off the the stream or whatever, because I'm going to start talking about how everything's going to happen, right? You're going to run out of food and everything else. I would turn off the stream because I cannot deal with that. Because, like, if that happens, honestly, most probably going to be helpless in that situation, right? If the zombie apocalypse happened, would you, like, want to live through it? I don't know. Not even zombie apocalypse, but, like, just whatever, the government taking everything away. I don't know. I put up a live stream election, cast your vote, Donald Trump winning by a landslide. That's so funny, though. Yo, what is it now? 78-22? Hey, I mean, what's my live stream? I think it is 25%, which is pretty good for US. Analytics. We did not reach yesterday's high. We're still inside the candle, by the way. Did ES reach yesterday's high? No. Overview, audience. I think I have to do that on the actual do that on the actual live stream. I'm on the actual YouTube website. So many returning viewers. So that's like the best thing, is that there's so many loyal watchers around here. So, kind of a weird wick there. Let's see here. YouTube Studio. Analytics. Audience. Advanced. Content. Views by... Why do I put it just on live stream? Whatever, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, geography. Okay, yeah. The US is 24%. That's the number one population represented in the chat, though. But honestly, I do want to say, like, for example, like, honestly, the polls are skewed. Whenever they come out with anything in the news about the polls, it's like, just throw that in the garbage. Like, who did you ask in that poll? Throw that in the garbage. Don't even look at that. I like how the votes doesn't even... It's 1,100 votes now. It's still 79% Trump. Yeah, I will say, though, if you're in the line of polls before the polls close, like, then they close, stay in line. They have to let you vote. I've been in line at the polls once, like, for like 2 hours. 2.5 hours. So I live in a huge city, but today, I'm going out more, well, I'm still voting in New York City, but I don't think the line's going to be that long. I'm going to try to go before 5. But it's not going to be in, like, a heavily populated area. In New York City, at least. Because I didn't change my poll site. Sometimes I only do early voting. I don't like lines. I was gonna go vote early on Sunday. Then I remembered the New York City Marathon was happening, and I was literally cut off from like the rest of everything. So it would have been heavy traffic. I watched it. Who saw my sign, by the way? On my Instagram story. Yeah, I saw it. I thought you joined the marathon. Bro, I'm not running anything. You see me running, like you should start running too, because I'm running away from something. It's kind of funny how just now you just get like short burst up towards previous day high. Chad, that's literally not true. That's funny. What was a sign? I made a sign that said you're running better than the government. For the marathon. I will say this is good. London London was an interesting place I visited. Some parts were good, some parts were difficult. But I will say, your M&S food, your milk chocolate covered pistachios are good. Will I choose my candidate on the basis of the poll result? Yes, exactly. Live stream, you guys are gonna be you guys are in charge of all my major life decisions. What we're gonna do. The next question I'll put up is like, should I move to Florida? Yes or no? Whatever majority rules, we do it. I feel like that's some like movie. I feel like Black Mirror movie. I mean Black Mirror episode. I love that show. You guys know that Florida is the flattest state in the US? That is something that my trivia group we got wrong. I thought it was Ohio or something. It's Florida. Florida. What do you mean flat? Like the land. It's flat. Like a plateau. Yeah, it's flatter than New Mexico. Trump is going to avenge Peanut. Oh my god. Yo, that is the wildest like thing I was like when I saw that I was like, what the hell happened, New York State? What did you guys do? Honestly, it's just a power trip. It's insane. I have a friend my best friend is a veterinarian. Okay, we hit previous day high on these things. So like if I were to want a short, it would have to really have a strong inversion here. Otherwise I wouldn't do anything. So 10 a.m. news. Anyway, I have a friend that's a vet, and I was like, I sent it to her. Honestly, it's like the weirdest thing. But I think essentially the problem is this guy he had Peanut for 7 years, but he recently got the raccoon. And raccoons are like known to have rabies. And rabies is like the government's like people are really afraid of rabies because it's a devastating disease. Right? If you look up like a video of someone with rabies, like a person, it's like scary. Just attacks the brain. Anyway, I think that was the issue. He tried to make the raccoon a social media star. Like, why couldn't you just stick with the squirrel, bro? Not to say, I think that's what started it. I'm not saying the fucking government telling you that. But I think that's basically why they ended up going there, because of a complaint from someone from Texas or something. I don't know. That's just the craziest thing ever. And then, how are you like a SWAT team for animals and you get bitten by a squirrel? That's what I don't understand. Super incompetent there. Apparently then like someone on the SWAT team or whatever got bitten by the squirrel. And you can only test for rabies if you look at the brain. Oh, it's still going after previous day high. So let's like mark out the daily SIBI. We're in the daily SIBI now. We took out that high as well. He didn't renew his license, but the whole thing is, this was mishandled by the government. And they went on a power trip because how the hell do you like raid someone's house like that to take their pet and then like you get bitten by the pet, allegedly? Incompetent. Also, we're going for 50% of the daily SIBI. I don't know. Maybe. guess has yet to reach it, and also this previous weekly low is around there. Actually, a really nice area that it rejected on Friday, NFP. 'Ate too many pistachios. Okay. Basically, we just shot up at 9:30. We came back at the 8:30 open. We have 10 a.m. news in 2 minutes. You guys think that there will be a 10 a.m. reversal? No, I don't go to Costco. I'm a one woman family, so I don't need to have Costco membership. Someone asked if I had tried the pistachio spread from Costco. No. Although I will say what is it? Spinach artichoke dip from there is fire. Oh, right. Says my discount code no longer works on my photo features. On which one? If this is a starter account, I think it only works on Plaid. Otherwise, it's just $80. It says sell now. Top is in. Gurav Rajput. Okay, we'll check in with you in a few minutes. There's definitely no market structure shift. Let's like measure out. Yo, this is just such a funny thing to have. I think we should just keep up this live chat poll definitely for a little bit. 2,500 people here, and how many voted? 2,000. You see, at least you guys are exercising. You're voting. I know the polls are always like here living large, like always got a high percentage of people voting in the polls here on my chat. 'Cause honestly, pressing a button is fun. Why wouldn't you? That's why people have issues taking too many trades, because pressing the button is too fun. So I just wanted to measure out this is the manipulation leg before open. So this took out some lows, high before low. Did it extend 2.5? And then let me put out like indicators, invite only. Say statistical mapping. It's already here, something. Oh, it's there. Okay. Distribution. So I do think that that cycle could be over. Statistically, we moved like how many points so far today? This is Monday still. $176 points. Okay. Well, someone was saying, remember, the top is in short now, short now. We pushed up another 50 points. Waiting for SMT. Yeah, we should not even trade to CE of the daily fair value. I agree, it's like too big. It's too big of a... doesn't make sense to get all the way up there. I mean, I don't think we should trade up to even 50% of this down close candle body. I'd be weirded out if we do. Like, or close above it. So 50% of this, it's even higher. Probably around the same. 379. 365, yeah. Honestly, though, if there's a gap like this, I'd like to include that as well. 406, yeah. Well, the news happened, and that's essentially what happened here. The upper wick there. But there's no, like, clean push lower that would make you think, oh, yeah, like, that's a shift. No. There's no 10 a.m. reversal at the moment. The daily level, too, I would honestly want to see disrespect like this fair value gap on the 5 or something. We come back down in here. I don't know. Let's see what's the swing from here to here. Yeah. Let's see. Tape read what happens there. It would have to really have a strong push lower there for me to consider it being any sort of reversal, because you're looking at the 1 minute after a daily area, and so far it's really not. It's respecting. Bullish order flow at the moment. Could come down here, and if it just doesn't displace, I could gyrate. We'll see. If it displace, then under. If it place under, then leave it. FEG ATT setup or A plus setup. Price wants to go up but can't. That's a funny statement. Why don't you have a Y instead of a J in your name? It looks like a spelling mistake by my parents. You sound uncultured. I think that's the same person that said sell. Actually, that's the same person that said sell now, sell now, sell now. So you must be pissed off at me. I'm sorry. Probably lost some money. Roasting the chat. I don't know. My roasting comes with a different style, I guess. Okay, you could just read something and know someone's attention, so don't be like, I'm not like anyone, I'm like Tanya. Don't compare me to anybody. I'm not like anyone else. I promise you, you've never met anyone like me. Okay, so sorry, Austin says sorry. I meant last week NWOG. Price could reach for that. That's like it's last week's NWOG is like all the way up here, no? I don't think if price surges another 200 points, I'd be quite surprised. It's been dipping into this weekly volume imbalance. Honestly, Aries will hurt you with their comebacks. I am an Aries. I don't know anything about that. People who here is like a astrology nerd or whatever. I don't know anything about astrology, but I know whatever the big three. Who wants to know my big three or whatever? It's Aries, Sun, Scorpio, Rising, and Cancer Moon. So Aries, Sun, Cancer Moon, Scorpio Rising. Yo, Cars and Football says Cars and Football added Guru, the guy that said my parents made a mistake. He said, "Why would you say her parents made a mistake?" I mean, it's because his parents made a mistake when. We're not going to finish the sentence. Let's not get there. It's too early in this stream for that. I'm an astrology nerd, Alexandra says. I think I remember. I think you might be in Florida. So it says, my wife is an Aries, I'm a Sagittarius. Perfect match. Cool. And we haven't gone anywhere after taking that Sibi. No reaction. We're just dipping back and forth in here. Crazy combo. Yeah, we're nothing serious here. No, we're not. Just being having fun on election day here in this chat where Donald Trump is winning 79% out of 2,500 votes. Nice, Darren. Yo, Pete W. Savage. Tanya, where's your boyfriend T Trades? He's not my boyfriend. I don't know. I think he's in Tampa or something. I don't know. Someone said they're voting Papa ICT in the election. That would be tragic. Can you imagine, like, if you end up seeing, like, 50,000 people wrote in Michael J. Huddleston on the ballots? That would be so bad. But I am going to Florida again this weekend, you guys. So I actually will see T-Trades again this weekend, along with a lot of other traders. I think Brian Stonk, Kane. I'm excited. Kane, who made like 2 million trading Apex, so it's gonna be fun. Tanya, which time zone you're using? New York Eastern Daylight Time, EDT. Because we're not in we're not in savings time anymore, right? So it's what is Eastern Daylight Time versus Standard Time? Which one is it? Yeah, it's daylight time. Oh wait, no, it's standard time now. Yeah. Okay. We were just in the Eastern Daylight Time EDT. Now we're in Eastern Standard Time EST. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're in EST. By the way, no one ever types out EDT. Everyone just types out EST all year long. It's kind of funny. Just write ET. To get the first FEG and this low, let's tape read this. What do you guys think, chat? Is this the beginnings of a 10 a.m. reversal? It's BPR here. Really shouldn't stay here for long if it is. I think it's not like the best because ideally it would have been this candle that took it out immediately. So it could like slowly grind lower. Let's see here. For ES, it's Friday's high. We took out Friday's high on NQ, right? Yeah. ES did not take out Friday's high. Did not reach a daily SIBI yet. Yep. NQ has 5-minute FEGs below, which was where it dipped into. Yeah. Let's tape read that. But I don't think it's a high quality setup. Tanya trades, why do you want to short an election market? Why do you assume? Like, I don't know what the hell you guys are on in the chat today. Who said anything? I said I'm tape reading this. Don't assume. Because when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. How do you have OBS set up? Such a weird question. I don't know. It's like Google. There's no way for me to answer that question. Anyway, tape reading this BPR. Went into daily SIBI. Honestly, when we had a daily level, I do prefer like 5-minute to be disrespected. 5-minute shifts instead of like a 1-minute, because that could just be us dipping into this 50% on the 5-minute of this leg up. We're kind of accumulating there, which is we're kind of seeing that at the moment. It's not great that it's staying here for like I would want it to already be distributing lower then. So yeah, this is not an A+ setup, at least. Let's watch it. Watch it. Could maybe reach into this lower area, but the RR is just not worth it. It's not like I personally don't think that we'll come back down into these lows today, you know? If we do, then I'm fine with being wrong on like a prediction like that, but yeah, it's too risky. It's too risky. Election day. Joy, you missed the entry. Junior Riz, honestly, like, I'll give you my account information. I think you should just trade for me instead. You voted yet? No, I'm gonna vote after the stream. That is so funny. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah, Richard Baker says, I believe you're only tape reading today. Yeah, I agree. Can you share your experience and learnings when you meet traders like Kane? What changes it brings to your trading? If you can share, please go ahead. I didn't meet him yet. It's next this weekend. So they took an L? Okay. Listen, bro. You just want to know something kind of funny? I just talked to Patrick's girlfriend, and because she was like, last time I was there, I didn't have time to like get lunch with her. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be in Florida again very soon, and they're not gonna be in the country. Actually, they're not gonna be around. Someone said they're waiting for manipulation. Yeah, so you can see here, if I were in this trade right now and I was staying in it, I would get out at break even right now. Why? Because I would expect this to be a very sensitive area if I were to think that this is the reversal. And clearly it wasn't, right? How many minutes happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 minutes happened. So no. No for me, dog. Like, then it's very hard because a lot of times you can feel stubborn to get out of a trade at like break even, but just take the time stop. Chad McGann, you sound so triggered. What happened? Hey, what if Trump got the vote? What could be your analysis on the market, especially USD pairs? Probably gonna rally. I think that's what it's. It doesn't even matter when I predict, right? We just price action changes literally every hour. That's what the markets are anticipating. Told ya, says Richard Watts. I don't know what you told us. Yeah, Richard Baker says if you move to Florida, it will take you a good deal of time to adjust. Florida does not have a lot of the things you're familiar with, and the people are different. Yeah, I heard that like Floridians don't like New Yorkers, so I don't know. There are a lot of New Yorkers in Florida that moved to Florida, though. Just warmer. I think Billy Joel himself moved to Florida. My name is Tanya. Because we New York City folks are taking over. Florida is so boring compared to New York. Thing is, like, I would just be there for the winter. For sure, because here, oh my god, right now the sun sets at like 4:50 p.m. It's depressing. You don't like snowbirds? You drive some of your economy. Have to get used to all the Florida critters. Ooh, that's scary, actually. New Yorkers say New York is so much better than Florida, but they are all here. That's funny. I mean, come on, the reason would be for weather and taxes. And also a lot of traders I know live there. So it's actually nice to have people that do the same things you do. I don't really have trader friends here in New York except for Jake. That's it. Southeast Florida is not as bad as West Florida bugs. I've been to Orlando, been to Punta Gorda, been to Ocala, Florida, been to Fort Lauderdale, and I've been to Miami and Pompano Beach, right? So, how many times have I been to? 4? Yeah. Total. 3 of those are this year. Tanya, is hedging in Forex a real strategy? I'm not sure why people do it. It's like gambling. Bro, I don't trade Forex. Miss me with that. That's manipulated markets. So just like I said earlier, right? Remember when I said I would get out of break even here if I were in the trade? That's good tape reading. If you were thinking that this is a reversal, it's clearly not, because you want to start working out into your favor immediately if it's a fair value, if it's an inversion near the top of the near the top, like the range, like this with the wick, you would wanted it to invert quicker than this also. So how long did it take for that to happen after it took this high, for example? It took 11 minutes. So let's actually mark out this candle high and see if it lines up with anything on the left. No, it doesn't. No. So I wouldn't really think like that's equal highs or generating more liquidity. So we're literally just near these. Where are we right now, actually? 20 points below that. Yeah, that's the issue. West Florida is, Richard says, West Florida is getting heavily impacted by hurricanes and flooding. So, of course, Southeast Florida has been spared that damage. Is that like typically the case? I feel like it is typically the case. I don't know. I just remember because I did have family that like live on the west coast near Punta Gorda, and yeah, they'd have to evacuate for hurricanes. I've recently transitioned from Forex to futures. Welcome to the better side. Thank you, Sempi Lau. Tanya, your breath of fresh air, thanks. Although, like today, I will say, I came in, I said, I don't F with daylight savings adjustments. I hate it. I'm in a worse mood. I did not get as much sleep, so, you know, I'm gonna be a little spicy today. Someone says they're in Florida, it's packed. It sucks now. How many people do I know that just moved there? I mean, you know, Kyle moved there a year ago, Dodgy moved there a few months ago. He is looking to move there now. My other friend is gonna move there actually in a couple months. Florida is a Hurricane Alley. That's funny. Tanya, what is your opinion on Kamala Harris? Wasn't her like Project the Border, right? Do you guys think that she did a good job on the border? Evan says daylight savings should be 2 hours. I hate this 4:30 p.m. sunset in the winter and 9:30 in the summer. Where do you live where it's 9:30 p.m. sunset? Yeah, all the chat is saying no. But take the volume imbalance to trace my fib on the daily Fear Valley gap. Do you take the volume imbalance to trace your fib? Yeah, I do actually. I do actually. If there's something like this, I'm gonna use that because that's actually a new. Yeah, that's actually a new week opening gap. I do think that's important too. If you're taking. So if there's any kind of FEG, even if this is like a 1 minute, I think that's a better way to draw it. Include it. Right now, we're not in that daily SIP anymore. We went into it. So far, that has been this high is remaining as the high. We didn't make a new high of day. Started just consolidating. Well, ES did make a new high of day there. It's worth noting. Well, yeah, someone says that Trump has a 61.7% chance according to market forces. Are you talking about like the betting? You can bet now on Robinhood for that, actually. Like there's betting on the election. I haven't logged into Robinhood in a while. I traded Robinhood for me like the first 2 years. Or not even, maybe like the first year I started trading. Let's see. Should be somewhere like near the beginning then, no? Yeah, here we are. Right now, let's see, let me make sure I can show it correctly. Right now on Robin, let me just make sure there's nothing crazy on this screen. Okay, no one texts me anything right now. Okay. Okay. It's, man, can't even see it. It's 42 cents Kamala, 59 cents Trump. So, that's what the betting market is pricing in. So if you think Kamala's going to win, you go on Robinhood and you bet on Kamala and you'll get a return then if you want to trade the election. But right now, that's what Robinhood is showing, right? That's how it works. That's how betting works, right? Someone confirm. 49, 42, 59, 42 don't equal 100. I know, right? Mike W says, if the border was the biggest issue, why on the southern? Why only focus on the southern? I mean, that's where the drugs are coming from. All the fentanyl. Mike W would rather do puts on DJT. Yeah. Makes sense. That's probably overpriced too. Anya, are you aware that MFF no longer accepts my coupon code? No, I'm not aware, but I think it's like, let me see. I think it's because, which one? Is it on the starter accounts? I think you have to pay with Plaid now if you want the coupon. Otherwise, it's $80. So they're not really interested. Honestly, it's cheap enough where they're not really interested in doing huge coupons anymore because they're big enough. They're like the top 3 right now on the firms, right? But check that. I'll ask them. Let you guys know tomorrow. I don't want to say. I might go to Canada in like 3 weeks. So even this like push lower. Let's see here. There's an SMT here. Broke this low again. Stay on the 2 minutes. Any cleaner? Now we're back in 50% of this range from this move, push lower. That's what I said. Like this could be the accumulation. This could be just more. And it's not like a drastic push lower here. It took 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. 5 minutes to do the points. ES still has catching up to the daily SIBI. So even though it's an SMT and ES has an inversion here, it's not really anything. It's also not like a high A+ setup for me. It would be if there was a 5-minute shift. In the 5, there's no FEG here, breaking this 5-minute low. Right, that's what I mean. If this is a better push lower, would have been better. Like stronger, faster, whatever. You're planning to do Toronto while you're not. It's New India? That's funny. I'm only going to be there for a couple days. Come to Montreal. I was in, actually, I've seen Montreal and Toronto in like 2019 and Niagara Falls. And I've been to Niagara Falls before that as well in 2014 or something, probably. I ziplined across Niagara Falls, actually, you guys. I did that. Honestly, it wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. It was cool, but I don't know. I thought the zipline would go faster. I don't know. I guess there's some people that are afraid of heights. I'm not really afraid of heights at all. I kind of like them. I like the thrill. I haven't been skydiving, but I think maybe I would try. I don't know, but what am I trying to say here? Zip lining, yeah. So whenever I have like friends visit New York with me or cousins, and I take them up to like the observatory decks, like Summit 1 or something. I like looking down and standing, looking through the glass, and they don't nearly as much. I've done a doors off helicopter ride around New York City. That's cool. You let your feet dangle over the side of the helicopter. That's fun. My Arox says like you're afraid of heights, and she's afraid of heights and did skydiving twice. I think everyone should try once. There's no other feeling like it. You know, the main issue for me for that is like I just don't trust the instructor enough. I don't trust people very easily, so. And I don't trust the equipment. I don't trust like the second parachute's gonna work. I don't trust the instructor is gonna be competent. Maybe they're hungover or something. Who knows? It's human error there. Along with bungee jumping. I feel like for the helicopter, like way more needs to go wrong, you know? So every trader has trust issues. NASDAQ has given me trust issues. True. New York is your favorite city, Tanya? Is that a question? Just joined your what's cooking here? Is that like where we're just watching how, there's no clean displacements lower. So there's no cells right now. We're tape reading. We tape read this. This was not an A+ short, and here I literally said I would stop myself like break even if I were still in this trade, which I wasn't, just tape reading. But it was a good call because then, reached up all the way here. ES reached new high of day. I said even for ES, right? This is not something I would really consider A+ setup where it took out this inversion or anything. There's no breakable low. Even through this inversion, it's not quick, right? This took like 5 minutes. Same here. This took 5 minutes to come break this low. It's not great conditions there. I would have wanted, if a daily level is hit, I'd rather wait for a 5-minute shift. And right now, do you see a 5-minute shift with a fair value gap? No. So I'd rather not. You have ES slowly catching up, making new highs a day, like once and twice, and NQ didn't here. So ES could very well be perhaps catching up to its daily SIBI level, while maybe NQ slowly just grinds here. Hard to imagine what can get you super excited, stoic female. What can get me super excited? Concerts, live music. I've been to a lot. I think I went to 4 concerts in the last month. Maybe more. 5. Wait. 5. No. One of them was like September 30th, so it wasn't last month. So it's 4. What kind of music are you into? I like 80s rock, and I like classical, and I like pop. Do I like J-Lo? No. Guys, like, refresh the page. I just changed my profile picture. Blessed to be a teen in the 80s best music ever. Yeah, that's cool. That was not me. I've seen all the videos Inner Circle put out. That would be insane if I watched all of them. I feel like I'd be talking more tinfoil hat conspiracy theories. By the way, let's get into one. I hate Teslas. Absolutely. That's not even a tinfoil hat conspiracy. I get nauseous. I will never buy a Tesla. Okay. I get nauseous in them. I get sick. Even 10 minutes will give me a headache. 45 minutes, literally nauseous. Everyone's the same. Me too. You know why? The EMFs, bro. There's just too many electronics, electromagnetic fields, and that's not a tinfoil hat theory. The tinfoil hat theory is, it runs on electricity and the government can just turn it off, right? Turn off the electricity. But the whole point, EMFs, electromagnetic fields, hey, there's so many electronics in that car. Like, it, by the way, it brakes for you, and then it uses that to fuel the battery or something, the braking from the wheels, all that. It's messing up with your own electromagnetic field and makes you feel sick. Yeah. Anyway, don't take my word for it. Like, some people, maybe you'll have a better immune system, you won't feel it as much. But hey, I cannot have a Tesla. That has nothing to do with, let me see. People don't want to live under power lines, but they'll straddle one to get to work. People wonder why I want to go back to a 70s, 80s square box body truck. I know, right? My dad's a diesel mechanic. There's no way I'd ever get an EV. I get free mechanic services, which is good. Hey, I trust my mechanic. But I don't drive a car anymore anyway. Yeah, don't go buy one and find out. No, go to just take an Tesla, bro. Stick to trading, you lose all credibility. Okay, bro. I have a Tesla, it's very low maintenance, no brake changes for 100K. Who's charging you 100K for a brake change? No fluid changes, filter changes, and then the software. What happens when the software messes up? Why don't I drive? There's no reason to. I live in New York. 100,000 miles. I'm confused now. Wait, let me read that again. Oh. Oh, that's funny. That's what that means. Okay. No break. I was like, that's such an exaggeration. He meant no brake changes for 100,000 miles. Okay. I don't know anything about cars. I didn't do a poll on the people that went short. Yeah, what happened? Like, someone said that short everything over here. So you can see we went higher. It's just been gyrating slowly higher. So this kind of action is crappy. Honestly, the open was here. Just went through all those pre-market highs. Let's see the 15-minute close higher. I mean, if you like trading that first 15-minute candle, next one closed here inside. Yeah, there's really no reason why you would be shorting this. Catching up here. I think I talked about like twice why it was not a good quality short both times. Right? How I filter things out. So, honestly, going pretty well for election day. Keep reading. Which way up today? 1%. Yeah. I wouldn't short. We're only up 1% anyway. Could be up like 1.5% on the day. Not particularly bullish, but it could gyrate. Came here. Accumulation. This is the manipulation. What about the move higher? Not even like a nice, clean move higher for NQ. Let's see ES what happened. Well, there was for ES, there was a bullish FEG here, as it was the stronger one. Wait, let me make sure I have this correct. This is not correct. This is not previously weekly anymore low. It's October 21 low. Keith Lux said, let me get that shout out when we hit 25,000 on NASDAQ. Okay. CTO says she has a Tesla and it drives itself. That's pretty damn impressive. That's scary. I would not want my car to drive itself. That's really weird that it starts braking by itself. I think we should vote Jerome Powell for president. What car do I drive? I drove a BMW X5, but then I moved closer to the city, so it's just by my parents now. BMW parts are very expensive, I will say that. Breaking weird electromotor. Listen, I don't want it's too many EMFs. Honestly, I'm totally with that. I don't think the Bluetooth headphones bother me, but like I'm gonna pay attention more. I prefer SUV, yeah. Scooter kind of got. I should get a Vespa. I prefer SUVs because you're just bigger than everyone. You feel safer. You can see more. Hi, an X5 just has just as many electronics as a Tesla. No, it does not, and it's that's like the funniest thing I've heard. I didn't say it was like a brand new one either. That's a crazy question. I told the group chat, I was like, yeah, I'm coming back to Florida, and Dodgy literally goes, all right. He goes, all right, I'm gonna make sure I'm not there for those dates. Most women love SUVs, yeah. Porsche 911. If I would buy another car, I'd probably get the Porsche 911. Yeah, he's rude. Which 911? You know what? I'm very new to cars. I've just learned when I was looking at the different ones. There's a bunch of different ones, so I do not know. 911 is not for every day. Why not? There's a two-seater and there's a four-seater. I know that. Did ES make a new high there again, by the way? Yeah. Now this one's more interesting. See here. See how this candle closes. This one looks more interesting than this breakage. This is kind of weird though that it didn't. Yeah, rejection blocks. Yeah. 1050 macro, he started here. Let's monitor ES here. It's a more interesting version to me than any of these other ones. On NQ, it's not though. Now let's monitor this. The FEG on the 32nd. So if it's going to be good, it should just go lower quickly from here. You don't want it to come all the way back up to here, honestly. To here. Let's just taper that. NQ is certainly not the same structure, but let's see if ES could then get to this low and this low. So how much would that be? 5 points, 5 handles handled. So far it is doing good in that regard, right? So after I took this low, if I were in this trade, I would put my stop break even after I took this one. These kinds of conditions, right? So let's see here. On NQ, honestly, I already took the low. I'd probably put just stop break even already. That's already 5 handles handled for ES, right? So I'm glad I paid attention. So that you can see the difference between me saying, oh, I'm more interested in this inversion than these here. Just the way that it did take it out. Way more cleaner displacement. Faster and everything. It took out the low here, plus it took out lows here. Here, there's not any lows taken out here. So, pretty cool during the macro time too. That's already from here where you would enter to here. That's 3.5 handles where I'd put stop break even. But right now it's already 6 handles. I would probably just take my money off here in this kind of environment. That's my tape reading today. Why? Because, let me see here. Just take what you can get in this kind of environment. Already distributed quickly. 3 minutes. Stop would definitely be break even there. Now you would want to see, hey, are we going to go on the 5 minute, shift on the 5 minute finally on NQ? Let's see. 3 minutes left in this candle. This is probably going to be a 5 minute FEG. But you have this here. I'd want this to like invert these 5 minute candles. Be stronger then, honestly. If I were to look for lower. So let's see the next 2 minutes if it will. Yeah. You do have a displacement here below 50% of this move up, this leg here on NQ. You have a fair value gap there now. So let's see how it respects this. And then perhaps it'll go for here. But for ES, I'll probably get out. Yeah, that's pretty good. See on NQ. Are we going to have a continuation during 11? Then maybe it would be nicer if this 5-minute closed below. But so far, I'm just watching this. I would not short that personally. Just taper reading to see if it is going to provide a continuation on like the 5-minute. Then the 5-minute, you want it to close stronger. These last 2 minutes should be good. They don't seem like they are. Right? Because my whole thing is would want an inversion here as well. Otherwise, it might be just slow retracement here. Who knows what it'll do when it's out of the time, the macro times. Anyway, I think that was probably the best play of the session here. 10:54, 3-minute short there on ES though. NQ just did not have the same type of structure. I guess you could have done it, but and if you were holding more, if I were like still in the trade, yeah, definitely stop break even. And no, people, we're just tape reading this. I'm not putting my money behind the line today. Plenty of other opportunities. See, like for NQ, it's pausing here. It's hanging out here for too long. Let's see. It's 5-minute closed here. Meh. Couldn't close below this candle. I'd definitely wait until this gets inverted. We can now retrace into this area again and just have more gyration. Ugliness. Stopped right at the previous day high. Let's see. How long is it staying in this FEG for? 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes? No, I'm good. Near the middle of the range. Is it near the middle of the range? This one. On the daily range, since the open, probably is upper half. Yeah, it's still in the upper half. But let's see how it does here. Will the next 5-minute candle be stronger? Then honestly, I would like that better. Yeah, it's going nicely. "13 minutes left in this candle. On the hourly, this is what we look like. Okay, this is the hourly? Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that, considering I did filter this short, and then I said, I think this one's really interesting, and then that one would have worked out. That's good. This 5-minute candle in ES is so funny here. Huh. So on ES and on NQ, you have 5-minute FEGs up here. That being said, we could just ping pong here for NQ for a bit. Let's see. We didn't invert this 5-minute that I wanted to get inverted. So I could ping pong now. So I would just take the first possible target here. Just from here, the inversion on the 1 should just be from this candle. It'll take like 4 minutes, right? 1, 2, 3, 3 minutes. On ES, which is trickier because they did look a lot different. Yeah, right now it wouldn't be at anything. Just be a 5-minute FEG on NQ. Now just between PD arrays. Yeah. Anyway, that's a good lesson in fact of looking at the difference between this inversion here on NQ and this one here on ES. Like, why did this one fail versus this one? Why did this one go? It's like the different type of price action here. On ES is like such a bigger range it took out quicker, right? It was near this high, and then it dropped here, it gyrated first, then it dropped. The point is, though, if you took this short, if you did think this was good, you had time to get out. Because honestly, like I said, it should deliver quickly after. Versus here, you can see how quickly it didn't deliver after. Yeah, that's the biggest takeaway. Good thing I was able to switch. I'm talking to the chat there, the tape reading there. Yeah. I wouldn't be looking, I wouldn't just be shorting here again. Look at how we came back into this 5-minute, now we're back in here again. It's not doing great either way. It's not like it's inverting this, creating a displacement bullish. On the bullish side, there's SIBs above. So we could just come back, hang out, ping pong between these two. The 5-minute bearish and the 5-minute bullish ones. On the 5, I mean, the daily, we'll have to see. I'd rather wait and see how it reacts to this. Like, how is this candle going to close? There's no breaker block here. On the 5 here on ES, let's see. Some people would probably consider this breaker. It's okay. Not particularly like bearish. So I would rather wait and see what the reaction's like. If you have like if you have a candle that closes above 50%, then likely the shorts are not going to work out for people. Yeah, that's already looking horrible. So you can't overstay your welcome. Also, that's good tape reading. What do I think of mitigation blocks? I think they're fine. I'll use them sometimes, but gotta be careful not to use them in like too much of a premium or Discord. So now, after, wow, 4,129 votes, Trump got 80%. 80%. That's a lot of votes. I honestly don't like mitigation blocks. Yeah, they have to really coincide with my bias and narrative for me to take that. Along with propulsion blocks, I mean, I can take like the first propulsion block, but the second, third one, definitely not. If you're taking like the fourth leg up, it's dicey. Poll likely voters, there's no way for me to do that. You'd have to trust the chat. You'd be like, okay, you guys, if you're not a US citizen, please don't click the button. What's the reason for the large political bias in trading community? Probably taxes. Yeah, so honestly, I'm very happy with the tape read saying, okay, this is the only thing I was kind of interested in, and then I said like literally break even here. Then the next minute I said I would take pretty much everything off here. Honestly, why not? If you're trading on election day and you get 7 points on ES in 3 minutes, I'd take that. And then I said why I wouldn't short anymore here. And then just wait for the reaction of 5. And that's very ugly. For sure, we could just slowly go higher. We can just continue higher. Or, yeah. For ES, at least. I don't know about NQ. NQ already hit the daily SIBI. ES made like 2 new highs on the day, while NQ didn't. Interesting. Do you Americans always have to pay US tax even if you don't live there anymore? Yeah. Literally, if like you go and you're living in Europe, let's say, you're gonna still have to pay US taxes. Anyway, I think, yeah, that's pretty much for me today. Kind of interesting tape reading session. It was a good practice. And hey, if you're a US citizen, definitely go vote. And I'll see you back here tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Ciao.